It's the Bubba Radio Network on Howard 101, and about time we got somebody in here that I'm actually not pissed off about. I'm actually,
what?
Oh, we've had engineers in here,
yeah,
burning CDs. We've had technical issues. I threw a phone earlier and broke it earlier.
Well, I'm spoiled, man. I'm used to being in that fucking huge studio. This is like real radio.
Yeah, we actually like our little crack house. I mean, Howard's it's like being at Walmart over there. You know what I'm saying? Everything's all lit up, and you feel like you're like getting ready to go for surgery or something.
I know. This feels like when I used to do the road, and you'd have to do those shitty morning shows in Milwaukee to promote a gig at a club. And
you went to bed about 3 in the morning before. Maybe
right,
even 4.
no. I sometimes never go to bed.
Just a couple bumps, and you're right back up where you needed to be.
I had weekends where I was in the same clothes from Thursday to Sunday. I'm not bullshitting you.
Same underwear, same everything?
Yeah, in New York, I used to do clubs. I never had an apartment. I used to take a train in from Jersey, and I would fucking do spots at clubs in New York from Tuesday to Saturday in the same fucking clothes.
Can you imagine the ball cheese you had going on?
And just go to after-hours clubs. It was awful.
You know, let me tell you something. I was with Brent at the birthday party, Howard's, and even I heard Howard say, your speech was the best. About shaving your girlfriend's back and it's just like, you know, it was unbelievable. Did you write that, or is that just all off the top of your head?
Oh, it's mostly off the top of my head.
Plus, you're loaded.
Yeah, that helps.
You open up and say, I just want everybody to know I'm loaded.
Right. that disarms people right away.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of a buffer there.
Yeah, they feel sorry for you right away.
They cut you a little bit of a break.
Yeah, no, I thought of that angle because I've said so much to Howard to thank him. I'm like, what the fuck do I say again? And I said, what would my girlfriend look like if I was really a longshoreman still? And it wouldn't be pretty.
Now, let me ask you a question, Artie. How long have you been with Howard?
Since May of 2001. So,
okay.
Almost 5 years. In May, it'll be 5 years.
Now, did he just find you via the comic the circuit, or did he know about you, or from
what happened
television?
What happened was I did a movie with Norm Macdonald called Dirty Work. It was like a buddy comedy, and it came out in '98. And to promote the movie, Norm did the Stern Show, and he knew I was a big fan of the show. So he said, "Hey, man," at the time, it was in the tabloids that Norm was dating Elle Macpherson.
Right.
Which I still can't comment if that's true or not. I think I signed something. But
right.
Norm was going through a shitty divorce. And, of course, Howard zeroed in on the Elle Macpherson thing a lot. So Norm said to me, he goes, "Hey, man, listen, why don't you come with me to Stern, and if he starts talking about that fucking Elle Macpherson shit, I'll just call you in, and then we'll talk about the movie. I'll deflect it onto you, and you can come in and be a guest on the show." And he knew I was a big fan. I was like, sure, that sounds
good for me.
Yeah, right. So I get into New York at like 7. We go to the show. He's on the air for 2 seconds, and Howard brings up Elle Macpherson.
So you banging Elle Macpherson?
Right, exactly.
So he's like, Artie.
Yeah. Well, this is what happened. He goes, "Norm's here. Norm, sit down, man. So hey, I hear you're banging Elle Macpherson." And Norm goes, "Hey, my friend Artie's here." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Artie.
Yeah. So he said, "Who's that?" And he goes, "Hey, my buddy. He's in the movie with me, and he was on Mad TV, all this bullshit." So he goes, "Well, you could bring him in. I don't care about him. I'll ignore him, but bring him in if you want." So he brings me.
Let me ask you a question. I've been in that green room and got brought in for the first time, at K-Rock just recently, and I swear, I've been in radio now for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was nervous as hell walking in there. How about your first time?
Oh, forget it. I mean, by this point, I had been, on Mad TV for a couple of years, and I had been through a lot of big,
and done a ton of radio.
A ton of stand-up. I had done stand-up on television already, all shit like that. But
movie.
I was in a big, studio film with guys like Don Rickles and Jack Warden and Chevy Chase, but this was the most nerve-wracking thing ever. Because first of all, the most people were hearing or seeing this than anything I had ever done.
Right. And you're afraid you're walking into the wolves, too.
Yeah, and plus I'm a huge fan, so it's a big fucking deal. So Norm is just classic for fucking with you. He calls me in, and we're on the air. Gary's putting the headsets on me, and I think we're going to talk about the movie, the dumbass that I am.
Right.
But meanwhile, I'm thinking, what could Norm possibly deflect onto me that's more interesting than Elle Macpherson?
Right.
So as Gary's putting the headset on me, on the air, Norm goes, "Hey, Howard, you'll like Artie. He got kicked off of Mad TV because of cocaine."
Which is a good deflection, by the way.
Oh my God,
I mean,
it's brilliant.
I mean, screw the, for lack of a better term, the old McPherson deal. I mean, that puts a lot of heat on you, and it's more interesting.
Right. Well,
anytime you can get a nice cocaine caper.
Oh
right?
my God. Well, Howard's eyes darted to me.
Right.
And then
he was going to first ignore you. Now he's locked in on you.
Exactly. He likes fucking up. He doesn't give a shit about shitty show business stories. So, yeah. So then I figured I'd bail Norm out, and I was just honest about everything. And I told a story about getting arrested outside the studio in L.A. for possession of coke. I took a swing at a L.A. cop. After being up for
a binge.
I had gone to Quincy Jones produced Mad TV, and he got us all tickets in Vegas to the first Holyfield Tyson fight.
Right.
I bet a shitload of money on Tyson. I thought Tyson was gonna I thought he was gonna they were gonna arrest him for murder.
Right. Right.
And
so you're all in on Tyson.
Right. At 3-1 odds. I lose 15 grand on that. Another 3 at the tables. I'm down $18,000. I get all this coke. I get back on the plane.
They never searched for coke back then, man.
No,
they didn't care.
I was doing it pre 9/11. I was doing it in the bathroom of the plane.
Right.
And I remember. I mean, the shit that could have happened to me. I'm so fucking lucky.
Right. And look where you ended up, you lucky bastard.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Jesus. So anyway, you're doing lines, doing bumps.
Yeah, I was doing, key hits in the bathroom of the, God knows what fucking germs on like a fucking key to my shitty apartment in L.A.
Brett, you're pretty good at that. Do it again. Do it again.
I've done it.
Do it again.
Yeah, God knows what germs are on my fucking key to my mailbox in North Hollywood. But so I get back to L.A. and I was up for a few days straight, and the producers of the show called the cops on me because I was like violent at rehearsals. Harry Connick Jr. was the guest host that week, and I just I hated him already. And all high, I didn't give a shit.
You wanted to fight him and just he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I was just rude. We were in a sketch together, and I was just being rude, and they had to send me home early. And
I just saw you 2 days ago on a Mad TV rerun with some golfer dude.
Really?
What was that?
I forget half the shit I did on that show. A real golfer?
No, it was that is it Jack Thompson? The dude who's like a soap opera dude. He's real full of himself.
Oh, yeah. The
real pretty boy.
The real pretty boy faggot dude. And
he was on Melrose Place for a while.
Yes,
and you had
that's
like,
him.
they'd be like, he's like, do I want a 6 club? And you'd be like, and you finally got it. It was you getting over. You were pissed in it. You had to be his caddy. And he was hitting balls like in the studio kind of deal.
I remember that guy hosting. It's funny. I don't remember that sketch. I think I blocked out a lot of shit.
Now, when you were hot in Hollywood and you were doing the TV show, did you get a lot of ass?
Well, I was never. I mean,
Can we talk about that? I don't want to get you heat with your lady.
Oh, yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah,
right.
She doesn't have satellite. I did that on purpose. Fuck that.
You parental blocked 100 and 101, didn't you? You can block them.
Yeah, I did. My biggest nightmare is if one of her like Gindaloon Jersey Guidette friends gets satellite in her fucking hairdresser salon. And
See, Artie was talking about doing whores.
Yeah, that's the worst. Is when she gets the
Artie was talking about doing whores.
The translation from her friend Tina, who cuts hair all fucking day.
Second-hand translations from the radio
from Maria Gambino that works at Just Teasing, the home of the high hair.
Yeah, no, I've had a few dinners where I'm getting like the quiet treatment. I'm like, what's wrong? And she goes, so I hear you think Carmen Electra has a nice ass.
You're like, yeah.
I'm like, well, yeah, that's a popular opinion, isn't it?
When we first kind of started talking to Howard, and I told Brent, I said, you know who, and I'm not, I swear, because if you notice, every time I come in there, I always say hi to you.
No, yeah, you're very nice to me. I appreciate it.
Because I've told Brent, because we live down, we're some sports, stripper whore heathens, and every time I always say, Brent, what's Artie saying? Or because I always want to know, because you're like the man's man on the show. Because you like sports, like,
cocaine, Jack Daniels. I mean, that's
screwing groupie bitches and talking about it.
Well,
I like when you asked that one black guy on the Giant if he ever squeezed the lows on Tony Dorsett. I mean, you got to know who Tony Dorsett is to know it.
I didn't think radio could get any better until I asked a former player if he ever took a shit on Tony Dorsett. That was the pinnacle of my broadcasting career. Especially a Giant fan who hates the Cowboys.
And all the shit you've been going through and all the shit you've gone through, you never thought you could be able to say, have you ever taken a shit on Tony Dorsett?
I know. I told Howard today during a commercial, I didn't think I'd have this much fun. It's a blast.
It has been fun, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, because I'm used to doing clubs, and it's like being at a club. You can say whatever you want. It's great. great.
Isn't it the freedom? And also, man, when Howard announced where he was going, and then that last year at K-Rock was miserable, wasn't it? I mean, you guys just were miserable over there, weren't you?
It was a lot of, well, the show was getting cut up a lot, and,
dumped.
Yeah, I mean, being a fan, I would always hear Howard complain about the edits and here and there, and I was like, it's not that bad. Then when you get there, it really sucks as a comic if you if you say something that you really think is funny, and you're proud of it, and you think people heard it, and then you hear it got edited,
right.
It really does fuck with your head, and that was frustrating. The edits and all the commercials in between, he was ready to bail, I think. So Satellite kind of
saved me.
Yeah, you guys too. A lot of people.
Yeah.
I think Howard got re-energized from Satellite.
Man, he's a ball full of energy, is he not?
I've never seen anything like it in my life. I mean,
he's supposed to have Fridays off, and he's not even taking them off.
I know. First of all, I tell everybody we work with, I'll believe we have Fridays off when I fucking say it.
Does that mean you got it off too?
Yeah,
sure. That's the show. I mean, you guys can't show up and him not be there.
Exactly. If Howard's not there,
that's a hell of a deal if that goes through.
It's the best thing on the planet.
You'll be binging from Thursday at noon till Monday at midnight.
If I don't die, it's a great deal.
Brent, sign us on BeaverRama.com. I got to show Artie sick like we are, isn't he? Is he not sick like us, Brent?
Oh, of course he is. One thing I was impressed with, I got to say to Artie on the air is, and one time I was riveted to old-fashioned terrestrial radio, is when you told Howard about CBS trying to hire you away, and then Gary admitted that
Is that true, Artie? They tried to hire you away?
Yeah, well, they called about last July. I got a call at home, and it was my manager, and he said that someone from Viacom had called and said, would Artie be interested in maybe taking, not going to Sirius and taking over for Howard in Philly in the mornings. And my manager, being a manager, said, well, what kind of money are we talking about? And he said anywhere from $5 to $10 million. So he called me because he's got to tell me everything, and I never really thought about doing it at all because I would never fuck over Howard, but right. it really felt like, man, corporate American can be that sleazy. I never experienced that before.
In Tampa, both of my ex-producers have been pulled away, hired, and Clear Channel hired them to do my morning show that I vacated, so both of my guys got ripped off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like I told him, I said, look, man, tell the guy, I appreciate him thinking about me, but don't even entertain it. And I waited a while to tell Howard because I didn't want to get anybody in trouble who, it didn't affect Howard at all. So, but then one day on the air.
But he really, really appreciates it.
Yeah, well, one day on the air we were talking about it, and I felt guilty. I said he should know about what this company's doing completely, and I told him. So, I mean, but I love being on this show. The analogy I had was I'd rather be a player on the Yankees than like the captain of the Devil Rays.
Rather be a player on the Yankees than an all-star on the Devil Rays. Right. I mean, who gives a fuck about the Devil Rays?
No, and they money-wise, they took care of me here, and I live a nice lifestyle.
Well, not only that, man, we're working for, it's in pro wrestling, it's called the rub. Right. And you rather go out and lose to Hogan than to beat like some masked Mexican guy, some dark match guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in any business, there's nothing worse than being a lower tier guy in any business.
Brent, you got us on Beaverama?
Yeah, we're
what girl do you want? What girl do you want?
Not that stupid bitch we had before.
No, don't get the stupid bitch we had before.
What is this?
This is like it's called BeaverRama.com, and you can I like
jack off
right live.
I like that one right there.
Well, then click her on. Stop fucking around. Get her on. Hurry. Get her on, and then make sure she talks about our names too. I make sure. Tell her your name's Artie, because I want her to say, fuck me, Artie. So make sure you say, my screen name says Bubba, but my real name's Artie.
So this is live. She's going to be live,
live
right now.
Yeah, the technology's crazy here. Yeah. Check this out. We're gonna sync up. Did you get her to the real real nasty chat?
Yes.
She'll dildo. And she'll go like butt to vag to butt to mouth.
Is this in the budget? Wow, look at her. She's good looking, man.
Yeah, Brent, put your mic. Don't even worry about it. Put her mic. Is she black?
She's she looks Puerto Rican or something. Like Dominican.
She's going to start talking. Brent, say, fuck me, Artie. Say it, Brent. Make you say that, bitch. I mean, be stiff with her, Brent. Man up. Here we go.
Those look like real tits, too. Jesus.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Say, fuck me, Artie. Watch, listen. listen.
And she's getting instructions?
Listen. Say it, bitch. Say it.
This one's not talking.
Listen, here we go. Here we go. Now listen, what are you? What? What?
Barely.
She needs to get a new microphone, Brett.
Yeah.
Okay, now look at those jugs. Those are naturals, aren't they?
They look real, yeah.
Tell her you need to speak up. We can't hear you. See, speak up louder, please. Oh, look at them squeezed together, Jones. Those are climbing the mountains.
Those are really nice tits.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh yeah. Beaverrama.com. Here we go. Oh, she's been talking to her $5 Walmart microphone. Look at the puss. How's the puss, Brent?
That's it. She's taking all day here. Let's go.
So they know she knows she's getting me $6 a minute. I love when girls hang him like this.
Yeah, and she's got just enough of a gut, like a few cervezas. Not too gross.
Here we go. What's that?
Yeah.
Barely. Speak up and say, fuck me, Artie, you big Sasquatch-looking bitch. I don't know if you...
That's sexy.
I wonder... Here we go. Pull your keyboard back a little bit, because I'm getting keyboard.
You can't get any closer.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about getting your keyboard back to your gut more and less off the microphone.
She's not talking.
She better... That's what's so fun. That's what's so... Uh-oh.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Brent, you just start. You just do the... You be the producer that you are, Brent. Oh, she's spreading Eagle Jones here.
She's really hot.
Is that cornhole?
Yeah, for this kind of...
Here we go. She's going to talk. Look at this. She's going to talk. I need the verbal. Honey, we're in a verbal medium here.
You look like one of those kidnap victims in Al-Qaeda. Like, they're about to chop off her head.
Here we go. I need you... tell her, if you don't start...
Oh, God, that's the sexiest thing I've ever heard.
Say it again. Be kind of mean, Brent. Stiff up, like it's your wife. Tell her we're getting ready to leave you if you can't be more verbal. We're getting ready to leave you if you can't be more verbal. I do like the...
Yeah.
She sounds like a computer. Remember the war games? Fuck me, Artie. There you go. She's calling you Ernie.
Crazy third world accent.
Brent, get off her. Let's see if we can get an American. She can't even say Artie.
Yeah.
Fuck me, Artie. What do we got, Brent? We got... Maybe we go for a lesser quality chick. Maybe the...
I don't... Let's see.
Oh, everybody's... she's not her. Let's see... Go to that nasty bitch right there.
That's who we were just on.
We were just on her?
Yep.
Her?
Yes.
Go on her.
That's the one we were on earlier.
Oh, she was talking pretty good. Put her on.
The top one looks good, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And say this is Artie, and you just got to go verbally crazy. Because we got about 4 or 5 minutes of... We have ADD, tell her. And we're in a... Oh, this is funny. Yeah. This is what I jack off to when my girl's not in town. Here we go. This is beaverrama.com, Artie.
Kids are growing up with this kind of porn.
Look at this. Oh, look at this. She's a talker, Artie. This girl's a talker. Watch. Look at this.
She's got an attitude.
This even sounds shake. This is not even sound seedy. Look at. Well, don't get too enthusiastic. Come on.
Yeah, she could give a shit.
Yeah. Okay. Be vocal. Oh, we just got disconnected? Did she just knock the wire off or something?
Maybe the FBI stormed in.
We did just get the IP address on the air, didn't we?
Just see DEA agents all over the place.
She left.
She left?
That's what it says.
Well, maybe she had to shit out the heroin balloon. Time to pass about $100,000 worth of drugs. See, I can't believe kids are growing up with this kind of
hold on,
porn.
you're not supposed to be a kid and look at it, though.
Well, I mean, there are kids doing that.
And the bad thing about it is I can remember as a kid, our only kind of porn we had going was like literally Penthouse, Playboy, and maybe a Hustler if you could score one.
No, I used to, my father had maybe 3 Hustlers in the garage somewhere.
Yeah, you always had to, jack off in the garage. I used to jack off to a vacuum cleaner.
Well, those chicks in Hustler, they all had tire marks on them, Then
I would read some of the Penthouse stories, as I learned how to read when I was 14.
Right.
And 14. I would And then, do you remember the first time, Artie, you learned how to Like the first time you jacked off and how good it felt, and then you become addicted to it?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, there's a period. I tell you, I like to pull aside like an 11-year-old boy and go, look, man, enjoy it, because in about a year, you're going to think about nothing else but one thing, and it's going to destroy your life.
You're right.
All you're going to think about is pussy in about a year.
As soon as you get that first nut, then it's just like a worm that gets inside of your head. It's like a tapeworm that gets inside your head, and you're done.
The rest of your life is either directly or indirectly in search of a broad.
Yeah, just like you told George Takei when they were talking about how well he can speak. You go, yeah, straight guys are distracted by pussy.
Exactly.
Hey, was he trying to fuck you, Artie?
No.
George Takei?
No.
I don't know. I don't think he was attracted to me.
No.
He was like elbowing. I mean, he was like shoulder to shoulder with you for an entire week.
Yeah,
were you a little bit weird about that?
It was a little creepy.
I mean, was he getting a boner or anything?
I didn't see anything like that, but...
Well, Artie's going to the Rolling Stones show tonight with Richard Christie.
That's right. Yeah, me and Richard are going to go over there.
You two guys are going.
Yeah.
You might want to not stay too drunk, Artie, because he will try to get you in the bunghole.
Yeah, I don't know. Richard, the jury's still out on Richard. I don't know.
Yeah, some of the stunts they pull, I mean, how can you not be gay and do some of that stuff?
I don't know how you'd suggest in a writers' meeting, okay, what if I put my balls on your head?
She's not up there, buddy.
How about Ralph? What's up with Ralph?
I don't know. Ralph gets a lot of shit for being gay, but I don't think Ralph's gay.
I don't think so either.
I don't think he's gay either. I think he really likes I think he likes hot bitches.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he plays that I'm gay mysterious Metro card to the hilt.
Yeah, I think he's probably a metrosexual type, Ralph.
Do you think he's bi?
Not homo.
No, I don't think so. I really don't. I really think he likes chicks.
Can you give me one last chat, McGillicuddy?
Yeah, I'm starting to get half hot on this deal.
Is it just is the bandwidth? You think we've got so many people on here?
Yeah, because as soon as we get on it, every swinging dick gets on here.
Right.
Kids with technology, though, are they just know how to hack into shit.
You're right.
You got
any kids, Artie?
No.
Can you imagine that?
Well, I don't know. I might have a half Mexican kid in San Diego. I gotta check a few wanted lists.
Yeah, this chick left. See what it says left?
Right.
They're out of there.
Does that mean that they don't like us, or does that mean that they're bandwidth?
No, that means either one of the two.
Either we fucked the bandwidth up and there's so many people on the site, or we got a bad rap already.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we. How do you get a bad reputation in the
porn
sleazy
industry.
Porn world?
I got a girl double dildoing herself and then put it in her mouth, and I got a bad reputation.
We're known as dirtbags in the world of snuff films. Well, those guys are nuts.
Book me, Arnie.
And how about the first couple days that we're here, Bubba gets thrown off a raw dog.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, I got thrown off a raw dog because I was making an intern squirt.
Well, what else are you going to do on Raw Dog?
And Robin's afraid of us because she knows I want to eat her out.
Yeah, Robin's afraid to come in here.
She really is, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said that on the air today. I told her she could call us. No big deal.
Look, Robin can hang, though. I mean, she's impressive.
Yeah, she sits in there with all guys.
See, I want to fuck Robin, though.
Are you attracted to her?
Yes.
Yeah,
I really, Jungle Fever kind of way. Older, successful, kind of hot.
Definitely, yeah.
But, Mr. X is probably slinging a 12-incher.
Mr. X is a really cool guy. He's funny as hell, and he's not a big guy, but he's a lot of fun to hang out with.
He's got a big black dong on him.
Well, he looks dangerous. He looks like, I don't know, maybe he knows karate or something.
Right.
Like he could take you down with one punch.
I was talking to him Friday night.
We had a poll on the website who Robin was going to fuck, me or Brandon. I'm far better looking than Brent.
I don't think it's either one of you, to say the truth.
Look at that. It's 91 to 8%.
Yeah. That's us just trying to blow smoke at each other, thinking that we could even have that chance.
Yeah. Hey, look, man, it would be a lot of fun, I think.
Oh, yeah.
She's sexy.
Robin is sexy.
She is.
I bet she got big jugs.
But she does.
Why doesn't she want to come in here? Does she think that we're that? Let me ask you a question, Artie, and I want you to be honest. Like, within your family, the Howard Stern family.
Right.
Now, I want you to be honest with me, good or bad. What's our reputation with you guys? I mean,
right now it's great.
Right now, I could fuck it up, but I'm just saying.
No, absolutely. He's real. I mean, Howard respects success, you know, and I don't think he knew much about your show at first, but he knew how successful you were. And look, he wants people to listen to the channel,
right?
So he respects the fact that you guys had such a huge following. That is not easy to do in radio,
right? No,
it's hard to get an audience. So I think he really respects that. And now that we've all heard the show, we love it.
See, the only person we really got to worry about hating us, Britt. Everybody, I think we're liked by most. We just got to worry about that little sawed-off fucker that drives the car for him.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
What? Ronnie's a good guy. How'd you guys get on a bad foot with Ronnie?
We don't know. We don't know. All of a sudden,
pissed?
one day he got pissed at me. You know, when you're old like that, you get like, you
cranky.
You get cranky.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he having to get up for as early as for as many years as he's done it, and I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did to piss him off, but he hates my guts for some reason.
Ronnie is very protective of Howard, so he might have misunderstood something you did or something like
I hope
that.
not.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I hope so, because he sees Howard every day, and he could really bury me. You know what I'm saying, Brett?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sees him every day to and from work.
Yeah.
He's got him
No shit.
captivated.
Yeah, no shit. Well, Artie, I didn't know. I didn't want to keep you all night long, brother. You can
No,
stay
look,
as long
I mean,
as-
I'm saying, me and Richard, the Stones are amazing. They still have a fucking opening act. I think
They do?
the show starts at 8, and some band called Matrix is going on. So
Like anybody cares about that.
Keanu Reeves or what? No.
I could definitely hang for a little while.
I will tell you though, Keanu Reeves has the worst body odor
You're
of
right.
any human being.
How
I've
do you
ever
know
had.
that?
We've met him. He came to Tampa when he was thinking he's a rock star in this band called Dog Star.
I know. Yeah, I heard about
and
that.
he would come and do all these rock radio interviews, and I swear to God, you cannot sit in the same room with him.
Artie, it was worse than you probably than like a Thursday through Sunday cocaine, not changing your drawers, head cheese Jones.
My midnight show at the comic strip after
Oh, my
4 days in
God.
the same T-shirt.
Before I do commercials, Artie, let me ask you a question. What's been over the years your most favorite city? Like now, this encompasses partying and whores.
Yeah.
What's your favorite city and what's the shittiest city?
Oh, okay.
And not counting New York, because obviously you got a lot of poor.
My favorite city's New York. Absolutely.
Second, obviously.
Second favorite city.
And why?
You know what? I'm going to say Boston.
Really?
Because it's just like I'm a northeast, town that gets cold kind of guy.
Right. Leather jacket.
Good sports town. And for some reason, the fans up there, when I do stand-up, they're just really good to me. And I love walking around Boston. And it's a great blue-collar drinking town.
Right. And how about the lead? Like Milwaukee's kind of a blue-collar drinking town. You like Milwaukee?
Yeah, Milwaukee's all right. God, let's see. Least favorite.
Not that we're trying to alienate any town, but like what town over the years being on the road, when you go to that town, like shit, I got to go to here, and there's no good pussy in this town, and I can't score no good. There's no good weed. There's no good blow.
Well, I hate to say it, Buffalo, man. I mean, I'm not uncovering any major mystery there, but Buffalo's rough. I usually do a one-nighter in Buffalo a couple times a year because
try to get the hell out of there, huh?
It's good money. That's the thing. Shitty cities will pay good money because no one likes to go there. So like, please come. And you play Buffalo in February, man.
Oh, you're screwed.
You got to stay away from something sharp.
Because they're boring.
How about crickets, girls, groupies wise? This is obviously, I know your girl doesn't have satellite. This is obviously prior to her, but like.
Well, I'll tell you. Well, look, for broads, nothing's better than Vegas, but that's in a class of its own.
Right. Notwithstanding Vegas and New York.
You know what? Phoenix.
Really?
Yeah, Phoenix.
Oh, those Arizona bitches, huh?
Unbelievable. There's a club in outside of Phoenix, Tempe, the Improv. It's where I did my DVD. It's a beautiful club.
That's Arizona Wildcats right there.
Yeah, it's the first 3 rows are like all Pam Andersons.
Right.
It's right by Arizona State University. And
what college did I say the other day has the hottest chicks?
Arizona State.
Yeah, well, this is almost on the campus of Arizona.
Tempe, yeah.
Right, and it's insane.
How about Tucson? Any hot whores there?
Yeah, all Arizona. You see a lot of hot chicks.
Yeah, and what's the the most like
The
what's the
ugliest?
worst? Yeah, like Grand Rapids or
Milwaukee.
I didn't.
I've had a good. I've been in some city. Milwaukee. I always did good on Wisconsin ass. A little
Really?
bit thicker girls.
Really?
A little
I-
bit thicker. A little bit thicker. We used to call it WBD, Wisconsin butt disease. Like what's been like? Where are they? Where do you not do so good with girls?
I didn't see a lot of 10s and 9s running around Detroit the couple times I was there.
Like, what's the NFL thinking? Putting the Super Bowl in Detroit. What are they thinking?
A lot of corporations are getting paid for that.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I mean, it's going to be 2 degrees.
And, it is. You can't tailgate.
Right.
I mean,
a bunch of fucking wannabe M&Ms running around. Picture Eminem without the money or talent.
Oh yeah,
just the desire to be a rapper. That's a fun guy to hang out with.
Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up?
And then an entire city of those motherfuckers.
Poor Eminem did is he gave white guys hope that they can rap. You know what I'm saying?
False hope.
Right. Oh, yeah. He's the only white guy that can really pull it off. But the whole town of Detroit, if you're white, and you can wear baggy clothes and say, "What's up, motherfucker?" You can, you're an Eminem wannabe.
The whole wigger thing is the worst trend in the history of the United States. I do a bit in my act about the fact that.
Let's hear it.
Well, if they want the black experience, let's give it to them. To me, we should bring back slavery for wiggers. Like Justin Timberlake comes up to you and goes, "What's up, dog? What's up? Seal my driveway for free, cocksucker." That's what's up, dog.
Here, let me strap you to this fucking tree and beat you down for running away.
The other bit I do is I go, the other thing that pisses me off about wiggers is they talk real subtle black so they could fool their teachers. Like, What's up, man? What's up on the down low? Those pants are fly. Shit, goddamn. You do something, you do it right. You talk black, you go all the way with it. If I was 16 years old and I was a wigger, I'd walk into high school like it was 1890. I'd be like, "Hello there, Mr. Teacher." Looky here. Might you be so kind as to tell me what the homework is?
Just go full balls in, right?
I've prepared a song for the classroom. Hambo, have you heard? Wiggers are aggravating.
Oh my God!
I could just let Artie do his whole deal now. I don't even need to say nothing.
You can see that you can hear that on my DVD. It's the whiskey talking. I got a plug in.
Is it still at artie-lang.com?
It's in stores and it's at Artie-Lang.
We gotta get the dash out of there. Let's get the dash. That's really fucking it up.
I have the shittiest representatives. They go to get artie-lang.com and
some guy cyber squatted on it.
Right. Apparently, when I was on Mad TV in '95, and there was a guy who just went down every network television show, and if you were on a show, he bought your name.
Now, is Artie Lang your real name, though?
Yeah.
You can't. You do have shitty representation.
No, you know why? Because
he can't legally have that. He can't
legally own it.
Really?
And guess who? Our arch nemesis is the one that has the case law in America. Warren Sapp is the one. Somebody tried to cyber squat WarrenSapp.com, and but if Artie Lang is truly your real name,
it is, absolutely.
And you're the most famous Artie Lang that there is, which
I think
you are.
It's not saying a lot, but
I feel sorry for the other ones. You can, for hardly anything, get that. You can sue the hell out of that.
Yeah, because he's cyber squatting you. You can take because it's your real name. You can take that.
Yeah.
If it's your name or if it's a trademark that you've copyrighted, nobody can cyber squat that.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Well, the guy claimed it would have cost me a lot of money. So, and I didn't have a website until I put this DVD out.
It would cost you less than $500 to get your name back.
Wow.
I could get my attorney, Anton Hopton, who does nothing but trademark.
Yeah, he's our trademark attorney.
Spend a half an hour and done.
No kidding.
And when we get done doing whatever, I'll make sure Brent has a way to get a hold of your guy.
Yeah, give me his name. I'd love to talk to him.
That dash shit screws people up. That's dollars you're fucking with.
You're right, absolutely. Now I've plugged it on Howard so much that people I think might be used to it. But
yeah, I'd like to have you own both, Artie Lang and Artie not Dash Lang.
Yeah. No, let me know about that. I'd love to get that guy's name.
Brent, get Anton on the phone Monday.
I'll get you.
He does all my name. Bubba the Love Sponge is trademarked federally.
Yeah, right. So somebody had BubbaTheLoveSponge.com, and he went and said, "I don't really think so. This name's trademarked, so we'll be taking that from you."
Yeah, and even if your name's not trademarked, but that's really your name, people cannot. And Warren, oddly enough, that asshole Warren Sapp is the one that set precedent on famous people getting their name back.
May I say? Let me say this, if I can give you guys a few compliments. The Warren Sapp thing, when you're giving him shit, that is one of the ballsiest, funniest things I've ever heard in my life. Are you afraid of running into him? I mean, you look like a guy you could take care of yourself. Fucking Warren Sapp.
Oh, he's
huge.
Can I do you one better?
That was impressive.
We exposed the fact that he had a couple kids out of wedlock and caused him to get divorced, so we cost him about $9 million.
And the moms of those kids got paid.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God.
We had his wife drop papers at training camp the day after he signed his bonus.
That's funny. I don't want to sound racist, but what were the odds of that? That he had a couple of kids running around the South.
Yeah, like it took two radio guys exposing that shit, right?
Here's a shot in the dark, Warren. You got kids anywhere?
Yeah, like Kansas City, New Jersey.
My favorite, Larry Johnson. I don't want to speak out of turn or anything, but I think Larry Johnson, the ex-NBA guy, I think he had like 11 kids with nine women.
I think him and Sean Kemp.
Yeah.
Sean Kemp, yeah. He had
Sean
the most.
Kemp, yeah.
Sean Kemp had like 12 babies by like 9 different women.
That's unbelievable.
Something like that.
I remember Sean Kemp, because he's from my part. He's from Concord, Indiana.
Right.
Up in that Indiana area. And I heard like back in the day he made like, I don't know, like $1 million a month or something like that when he was with the Sonics.
Sonics, yeah.
Right.
And I heard that like his take home after babies, mamas, and all that kind of stuff, after everything was all said and done, was like $50,000 a month.
Wow.
After babies, mamas, and back taxes.
Oh, my God.
I got a Sean Kemp story before I go to commercials. He was in special ed. Did you know that?
No.
Yes. And when I was in high school, Rick Fox played on our high school football team.
Right.
The infamous Rick Fox.
Yeah.
From the Lakers.
And,
the ex-Laker. Yeah.
Right. And well, it happens to be Rick was a sophomore and Kemp was a junior. And when Warsaw, my team, played Concord, it was Sean Kemp versus Rick Fox. And I mean, in high school, that was, battle. Here's 2 guys that went on to star in the NBA.
Yeah.
So that was unbelievable. Packed
What
the
a
house
team.
up.
Yeah, Jesus.
They're going against each other. And, Fox was originally from the Bahamas. He was a transfer student, and he was originally from the Bahamas. So, all kids try to be smart asses and stuff. And anyway, their cheer block, their guys, their whatever that cheered, or the fans or whatever, they started chanting USA. When Fox would get the ball, they'd chant "you," fucking with him, knowing that he's not from our country.
Right.
So I turned to my buddies and said, "Hey, Kemp is in special ed. He was in the slow learning deal." So we started chanting special ed, special ed, special ed, and it got all in his fucking head. He had like 9 points that game. He averaged like 39, and he had like 9. He was missing layups and shit because we were doing special ed deals on him.
When you hear about some of these guys with the 12 kids that they don't even care about a lot of the times, and I love that. And then you see like some nerdy white couple on 2020, make $800,000 a year and they can't have a kid. Like me and Madge have been trying for years, nothing works. We've gone to the lab, we've turned her over and shook her, and I've tried jizzing in a bowl and
turkey baster.
Yeah, right. Meanwhile, it's like crackheads having 80 kids in the Bronx.
Sean Kemp, yo, what's up, man? You want a baby? I'll fuck you, no problem. It's Bubba the Love Sponge Show with Artie Lange from the Howard Stern Show. We'll be back in a second.
He's the Rasputin of radio.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show on Howard 101.
Gary Condit was innocent, though, by the way. That's a bitch.
That's
really?
horrible.
Yeah, completely innocent.
Did they ever find her?
They found her in Washington in a park, and they found other girls, like a serial killer.
No kidding.
Them, yeah.
Well,
That poor guy didn't do it?
No, he did not do it.
The guy, because that was one of the big stories that was in the news right before 9/11 happened.
Yeah. Right.
And Gary Condit must have been so happy about 9/11.
I'm not going to play it, Brent, because it's kind of long, but I was just going to ask Artie his unedited, his uncensored, true feelings about a particular comedian that hates our guts. That I know Artie knows, and if he has respect for the guy, then I'm not going to go there. But he may or may not like the guy.
Interesting, yeah.
Oh! I know who you're talking about.
And this guy actually is one of the only people to walk out of my studio.
Right.
I mean, got really pissed at me. Jay Moore.
Jay Moore.
Yeah.
It's funny. This is the weirdest thing. I have never met Jay Moore.
Never.
And it's odd because we have a lot of mutual friends. We've been in comedy probably the same amount of time, and I've never met the guy.
Right.
But so I don't have any personal stories about him.
Right. Nothing.
But I know a lot of people don't love him.
Now, see, I don't have a problem with him at all. He hates me.
Why?
And,
what happened?
Well, we had him in the studio like we have in you, and he doesn't understand at that juncture. Didn't understand radio and delays and stuff and dumps and stuff like that. Well. Yeah. He's very sports oriented. He knows a lot about sports.
He had a show on ESPN, I think, for a little while.
And him and Jim Rome are fag for each other or something like that, or whatever.
Yeah, Jim Rome.
Right, exactly.
Jim Rome with his junior tennis that he played.
Right, exactly.
He's so rugged.
How about when Chris Everett blasted him though?
That was funny.
You know what? Chris Everett would have really kicked his ass.
So anyway, we have Jay Moore in here, and we get into because we're in Tampa. Everett. I'm sorry, we have Jay Moore in there, and we have and we get in for somehow that we get into the Warren Sapp issue. Because we're in Tampa, and, Jay Moore's like, hey, Tampa's good, and you got the Sackmaster, Warren Sapp. We're like, hey, whoa. We don't like
That's
Warren
fun.
Sapp.
I mean, that's interesting because, when you go do the road and you go into a town, you do try to...
be topical.
Well, you try to relate to the people by, a lot of sports figures a lot of the time.
Sure.
So it must have been funny to mention the biggest guy in sports down there and have you guys not like him.
I mean, and that's that's not a crutch, but it's just being a smart worker. So, like, if Artie would go to Indy, he'd be like, hey, Peyton Manning, and Reggie Miller.
I open with the same joke. I just do a different different name in every city.
Give us an example. Let's say we're in Indianapolis.
Like if I was in like Pittsburgh or something, like a real sports town, I'll say Pittsburgh has always had a very dear place in my heart. That's because the first chick I ever fucked looked like Jack Lambert.
Right, right.
You know, and it's a bad joke, but as soon as you make a local reference,
they love you.
Like in Pittsburgh, if you say Jack Lambert, you'll get a 5-minute standing ovation.
Right, exactly.
So
they can go no wrong.
When you're on the road, he probably figured, I'll bring up Warren Sapp to these guys,
right,
and it'll be a way to be in with them.
So we got him in the studio, and somehow the Warren Sapp deal comes up, and then we're like, listen, he's a dick. You know, we hate him, and so then we get the listeners involved. Mm-hmm. And so we're like, listen, Jay, we're not gonna beat around the bush. We'll just go to the phone calls. And you know as well as I do that, like, for instance, if Howard, it's like Howard's listener and him have ESP. So if I need something, right, they'll be right there for you.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
my listeners are. I said, okay, fellas, Bubba Army, here you go. We got this guy in the studio. You guys tell us what you think about Warren Sapp. I don't have to go hint, Iggy or nothing, right? The first guy out of the box is like, F. Howard. I'm sorry, F. Warren.
Right.
And he's an effing, and then says the N word.
Oh, Christ.
That's what he says.
Yeah, right.
Now, that's a caller that says that.
Yeah.
So I dump it because we're in regular old-fashioned radio, and I didn't even really. I wasn't dumping the N word more than I was dumping the F word.
Yeah.
So I dump it, and what's all this? Oh, we got Richard Christie in here.
Yeah.
Well, what's up, Richard?
Getting ready for the Stones.
So I dump it, right?
Yep.
And so none of that goes over the air, but you still hear it in your headphones.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, we still hear it in our headphones.
That's hard to do with a long delay too, because you got to realize the audience isn't in on this, so you got to keep it in context.
So Moore flips out, I guess, because his godson's black and the N word offends him.
Yeah, I know. He's such a he's so ethical. He's so offended by that.
So that offends him, right?
But his manager's there, and his manager's black, and he says, "No, I'm not offended."
Yeah, his manager.
I thought he was managed by this guy Barry Katz.
So
maybe it's a guy who works for Katz.
So I say, listen, Jay. So I try to calm him. I'm like, listen, Jay, hold on. First of all, I didn't say it. The listener did.
Right.
And second of all, he goes, I heard it.
So he's mad at you.
Yeah, he's pissed at me. Wants to fight me. So then I go, come on, let's go. So I got it right here. I got to play. I may fast forward through it a little bit and stuff, but
it's all the way at the end.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard he'll fight a guy too. Like he gets violent.
Hey, just want to say your show is pretty cool, Bubba.
Oh, this I want to play the caller. This is what gets Jay Moore pissed off.
Right.
This is the guy. Thank you, sir.
And Warren Sapp's a nigger. Sorry to say that, buddy.
So we even bleeped it on the CD.
Yeah, how could he get mad at you for that?
Well, because he's
right.
Because he's stupid. So now here's where Jay kind of flips out.
I can't deal with that.
We dumped it. I dumped it out.
He dumped it.
I dumped it out.
I can't even imagine it hurt.
Hold on, Jay. I can't help what my listeners say. I went to the phone call. See, and I'm trying to be cool about it.
Right,
right. And I dumped it out. I can't help it.
It's just, man, it's like a red eye, and to hear a nigger, it's like.
No, he says it.
He
said the word. So I didn't beep out his because I wanted to bury him.
It is a brutal, in his defense, that's such a brutal thing. Like in show business, it could cost you work if you don't pretend to be offended by that, at least,
Well, I'm sorry, I can't control when I go. Jay,
we can't control what the caller says.
It's a natural progression from mulatto to light skin to like I'm a big black stupid MFer, and then the guy calls up and says I'm a nigger. And you know what? If that's the listeners, then God bless them. But whatever. Man.
I apologize for my listeners.
Stay here after someone says nigger on the radio.
But it didn't get over.
He said saying it.
He said it twice.
So, I mean, if you're that offended by the word, wouldn't you say I don't want to hear the N word?
He's saying it more than Snoop on a record.
Right. So that's where, like, listen, asshole, you're the only one that's saying it right now. Here we go.
For the radio.
You're the one saying it now.
You're the one saying. But it didn't get over the radio.
And I haven't said it, and nor would I say it. And
what we're saying is
it didn't get over the radio.
It didn't go over the air.
That's the guy I'm trying to sell tickets to. I want that guy in the improv.
All right, well then be an asshole. I can't control what my listeners say. And I dumped it out responsibly. Okay.
Yeah.
And I completely got rid of the guy and told him not to call me no more.
Just that word is like. Whoa,
well, fine. Then, go ahead and blame it on me and be a dick and leave, because I did the responsible thing and hung up on the guy.
I don't remember blaming you at all.
No, but you're going
to get up and leave.
You're grandstanding and being a dick now when I can't control what these people say.
You're saying...
No, you're being a dick right now.
You're saying that not liking to hear the N-bomb is being a dick.
And sitting on your chair and saying, wow, that offends me, sir. Don't say that again.
I'm a dick because the word nigger offends me?
No.
No, that's what you just said.
Getting up and leaving and saying and blaming me for that guy saying
When did I
that.
blame?
By leaving, you are blaming us for it.
And you're saying
No, I'm leaving because I just can't believe it's. Maybe we're from different parts of the country. It's I don't know.
Sir, I don't use that term on the radio.
I never said you did. I just don't. It's just.
And the
it's
listener,
like getting hit in the face with a shovel.
See, now he's trying to do the classic turnaround deal. Like, what's the, like when you get caught? What's the first thing you do? You turn it around.
Yeah, I mean, you said, Jay, would you like a megaphone for the next time you say nigger? We're not hearing it loud enough.
Because I'm not beeping his out. I'm not delaying his.
When you hear that, what planet are these people
Hold on
from?
now. And well, you know what? I don't know because I don't know these people that are calling me necessarily.
Look, I know you have a board, and I know you can pull up any caller you want. I've not been in a radio station for the first time in my life.
Come over here. Come over here.
I'll take your word.
No, come over here and look for yourself.
Since you know it all, since you know it all,
come over here and look for yourself.
If you're telling me to go over there and look, then obviously it's not what I said.
You cannot see who's on the phone.
Will you come here for a second?
I will go over there.
Come over here and look.
If you say I can't see it.
I go through, I hit these buttons, and who is here is here. Watch.
We don't edit the phone.
Hello.
No screening.
There's no screening. We don't screen phone calls.
There's nobody that says there's a guy who hates black people on line one around here.
I never blamed you. It's
No, you did. You got up there on your. You got up there, put your thing on, and you act like I planted that goddamn phone call.
No, I acted like the word makes me want to leave a room that I hear it in.
Well, by all means, you should feel that way. I feel that way too. But you don't blame the host.
You just agreed with me.
But listen to me. You don't blame the host.
I didn't blame you. I don't want to be in a room where that's said.
Then leave. Then be a dick and leave, Jay.
I'm a dick because I don't want to hear that word in a room.
You're a dick because of your natural body language and your reaction and how you try to pin it on me.
Am I supposed to giggle when somebody says the N-bomb?
It
got edited out. The listeners didn't hear it.
Radio. The only
regardless of when it got edited out, when do
I want to fight him?
Because the headlines in the newspaper should be Jay Moore says nigger 20 times on the radio.
But is offended by a listener saying it one time.
That's very entertaining, but I got to be honest with you. It sounds like he's being kind of cool.
After you were trying to fight him,
I'm curious about the fight. Yeah, I want to hear it.
But he says, I came to this room and you've tried to fight me.
Yeah, that's right. It's like, it's baffling to hear that word.
It's baffling to see how you've twisted this to be pro-you and anti-us. That's what's baffling.
I haven't said an anti-you since that happened.
It's your behavior.
Did he not say, the progression of mulatto, and then our song's big, fat, mean mother effer?
Anyone that listens to this show, you certainly do not have to come to my show. In fact, boycott it, and you can do whatever you want. I actually had a wonderful time. And I just don't, my godson's black, and to hear that word is like getting hit in the face with a brick, and my natural reaction is to...
You think we were being a little bit dickish that day? Even Artie, part of our family, says you may have been kind of a dick that day.
No, I mean, it's funny to hear how...
jumped on him?
He's getting out to leave. I mean, it's fun. It's entertaining to hear him squirm now. But a lot of guys we're actually from the same part of the country, North Jersey. And people say the N-word there just as much as the fucking South.
Exactly.
Have you ever been to Boston?
Oh, God, forget it.
Every other word in Boston.
But it's not necessarily, it's not a racial connotation either. It's not, like a bunch of my guys be like, what's up?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, hold on. I think this is where he turned even into more of a pussy. Hold on.
Get the F out of the room as quickly as possible. And I never at one point said anything about you or any member of your staff whatsoever. So if you
are going to penalize us as a show for what a listener's... It's like Howard. I want to just cause this.
I mean, it's funny. I agree with you. I mean, it's funny to hear you abuse them.
Says that I can't control. Sir. Now let me tell you something. If I was not the responsible person and I thought that word was appropriate, then I would have let the guy continue his rhetoric and I would not have dumped him.
Since I've been here, I've been challenged to 2 fistfights.
No, don't.
And I heard an N-bomb.
Okay, fine. Did you hear N-bomb from me?
Is that the first time in your life you've ever heard that word? Show. People in this world are ignorant, and they're going to use that word. And you can't stop every person in the world from using it. You can choose not to hear it.
You're preaching. No, you can't choose. Ask him if he can choose not to hear it.
No, I agree with you. And I couldn't disagree with racism any more vehemently. That's something that burns me more than anything.
But you can choose not to hear it.
But I don't try to go and change every single bigot's mind in the world. Because they're so small-minded, it's not going to change their mind.
But if you can't
by you getting up and leaving and not promoting your show, the bigot has won.
No, because he's a bigot and he's got to live with himself, so he never wins.
No,
and
but
if
you
you
know
can't
what?
change the people around you, you change the people around you.
But by to disrespect me like the way you did.
Oh man, you're spinning this. You're making yourself a martyr. It's just not the case.
Well, ask everybody in this room then. Ask everybody in this room. Should I disagree with Spice?
No, I see where both sides are coming from. I see where both sides.
Let's ask people that work for you what they think.
No, let me tell you something. These guys know they can say, I do.
We say it like it is here. We're not a bunch of vanilla.
For the record, I never blamed you. I never said anything in regards to the show, 98 Rock, Pure Rock, the Bubba Show. I never said anything that you were affiliated with that gentleman. I heard the word. I put on my coat to leave, and that's exactly what happened.
And I think it's overreacted because you know why, Jay? You know why?
If that's being a bitch, then you know what? Then I'm a bitch.
You know why, Jay? Because if you know what really happened, I responsibly. How long did the guy stay on the phone after he dropped the bomb?
Dude, I left because I heard it, not because you're the host of the show.
If one of us had said it or something,
then it would be one thing, But you can't get pissed off about.
Why don't we ask the black guy?
If you've been in radio,
let's ask the black guy.
Yeah, let's ask the black guy. Ask the black guy. Ask the black guy. It works for Jay, by the way.
It's one of them. Well, it's an offensive word,
right? But sir,
but I'm desensitized to it because I've heard it so many times.
But what
so
I'm
when
saying,
I hear
you didn't hear the headphones. So what happened?
No, I heard that. I heard it clear as day.
And what I did, sir,
you dumped out of it.
I dumped out of it,
right? And no one else on the radio heard it.
No, only people who heard it was us 7 gentlemen in here. Right. No, people on hold didn't hear it. Us 7 guys in this room. Now, what else am I supposed to do, sir?
You did exactly what you were supposed to do.
Is that
you did the right thing?
That's never been the debate.
Right, you did the right thing.
No, the thing is, Jay just doesn't like hearing that word. He doesn't want to be associated with it any way.
Don't penalize
if I was on a train right now, and someone said that, I'd get off at the next stop. Right. Am I penalizing the railroad?
If somebody yelled
but you're on the train with the guy. That guy was on the phone. You're on the train with the guy. I'd get off the train too, or I'd fight him. One of the two. But
who the fuck's getting off
that
the train?
guy's on the phone. He's gone. He's edited out. Why are you letting him get you this
crap? Cross on a train. I'm not getting off.
The guy's a bigot.
Because the
obviously.
Bottom line is, Jay, you're a good interview.
The bottom line is, I'm still in the room,
and I don't want you to leave.
Bottom line is, I'm still in the room, and I haven't left, and we're arguing about something that isn't happening.
53 minutes past top of the hour. The show's done for the day. Jay, thank you for swinging by. Listen.
Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna go outside and see if I can find any niggers.
Setting loop.
That's what he said.
Oh my God, that's great.
So anyway, that was
again, it's like, people love to take all these moral stances. I mean, who gives a shit? Nobody went through. I mean, all that stuff's in the past.
And we're on a whole new form. We don't have to really be as sensitive as we used to be. And we got Richard Christie over there that likes to jack off on it.
I mean, Richard, his accent, it sounds like the N-word just rolls off your tongue. Just
Hey. You've never heard me say that word, have you?
Oh, come on.
Are you touching yourself? You're in the corner. He's the most comfortable guy in the whole room. Look at him.
I feel great. I just shaved my area, actually.
You shaved your sack.
You shaved your balls. You can say that here.
You really? You shaved your sack. You want to do compare sacks?
We should, yeah.
We got a girl. We got a girl in the room right now that can compare sacks if you'd like. See who's more cleaner shaved, me or you.
Say the N-word all you want, but if that happens, I'm leaving the room.
We're not going to have a sword fight, but I'm just saying. I mentioned my sack's cleaner than your sack.
Well, yours probably is. You use an actual razor. I just use clippers. Yeah.
If you really are the man, you whip out your sack and let the girl in the room check out your sack, and then she can check out my sack, and we can see who's got the cleaner sack. If you're really a man,
I'll do it right now.
Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared.
Are you kidding me? This guy's like fucking. I mean, Jesus Christ!
Artie's on the chip. He said, "What the hell's going on around here?"
By the way, I started drinking for the record. The weekend has begun. You have any more 2-hour Jay Moore bits?
If you're gonna throw that softball out there, that hey, and you're just being in Richard Christie mode. Hey guys, I just shaved my sack, and you really didn't.
I'll show it to her right now.
Honey, go look at his sack just to see if it's really
Is there enough
shaved.
light over here?
No, wait, Bubba, is this your girlfriend?
Don't worry about who it is. Okay? Don't worry about who it is.
It's a random girl.
It's a random girl. She's from Scores right now.
You're very pretty.
You won't mind seeing my sack?
Well, she's not going to touch it or titillate it. She's just going to make sure that it's if it's truly clean, if it's Bald Eagle Jones.
All right, I'm going to be over here.
Turn away, Artie.
Okay, now, and so we're going to call her Miss X. And we're going to have a whole new appreciation if Richard really whips out her. And now, honey, you can't lie. You can't lie. Is it a clean-shaven McGillicuddy or not? You're not even showing her.
I am. Look.
I am.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Not as clean-shaven as yours, but he zipped it down.
God.
It was pretty clean.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, that was very clean.
Go back to your hidey hole. Okay, here we go.
I tried to
look at
groom.
his.
Artie's like, this is getting queerer by the minute.
You know what? I got a penthouse over here in front of Artie so he can look at it so he can feel straight.
Staring at Jenna Jameson. I tried to groom my area as creepy.
How's
Richard
your area
said.
green? You want our Squirrels girls to check out your area?
No, that's
I
okay.
bet Artie's real hairy down there.
Yeah.
Well,
I bet Artie's like a Sasquatch down
most
there.
adults are hairy down there. I mean,
Artie, do you shave your deal or what?
well, no, I don't. I've nothing sharp is going near there. But
See,
I
my
think
deal, man,
those
my deal
clippers,
is
you know,
just
those like clippers.
All you guys and your clippers, man up. If I had a razor, I wasn't going to do it on In Demand for Howard.
Right.
But if I had a razor, I'd show you guys how to do it. It's not a big deal.
I don't put a razor down there. I do clipper.
with shaving cream and shit. I mean, first of all,
I'll take a real razor, a triple-bladed McGillicuddy, and just stroke.
No, if you're a real man, you use a straight razor like in the old days.
I'm not
a
afraid
real
of that.
man doesn't give a fuck. Like, this is women have taken over. It's like, what are we grooming for? It's like, I make money, suck my hairy dick.
But let me ask you a question. What do you with regards
giving
to
them all the power in this
I do it
country?
for myself.
with
though.
regards to like the presentation that a girl may present to you? What do you like?
Oh, I like her to be
Bald
very
eagle.
well groomed, thin. I demand it.
Bald Eagle
I demand
Jones.
it.
So you can be Bigfoot, but she, God forbid, she's got a little bit of anything, right?
No, I like the landing strip thing.
Like
So
a
I don't
what?
like it completely shaved.
Like, see, I like mine 100% bald.
Howard's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like a little something there, you know, because I don't know. The other way, it seems like, you know.
Hello, you're live.
Yo, what's up, guys?
We got Artie, Richard Christie, myself, Brent, a couple score girls in here. We got Phil and DJ Dave. What can we do for you?
Hey, I'm just sitting out here in my double wide in San Diego. Good to hear you again, Bubba. I haven't heard you since the J-Core days.
No, back in the KIOZ 105 days.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that was a long time ago, man. I remember the Free Ballin' Friday.
We used to have a Free Ballin' Friday back in the day where guys who didn't wear underwears and your balls would be free.
Yeah, which you just had a second ago.
Right. No panties Thursday, Free Ballin' Friday, Lesbian Tuesdays, Retard Wednesdays, yeah.
You got to bring a couple of those back.
Yeah, we'll get right on that, buddy.
Redneck Monday.
Yeah, Redneck Monday. You know, I got a feeling, you know, if Howard, he's talking about going on vacation, I think I'd like to have Artie and, well, see, when the show goes on vacation, they all
Artie's
go.
going to take vacation. He ain't going to be in there.
You know what, man? I love you, but there ain't no way I'm giving up some of those vacations.
You want to come and be on my show if I got to do mornings for Howard on vacation?
Yeah, you mean in Tampa?
No, I think we'll
have to do it. They want us to be here.
Probably from here. We'll have some of those situations that you just saw, some of that scores action.
Oh, yeah?
What do you think about that scores girl?
That. She looks good.
She looks pretty damn good. She's got big bazookas, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any nigger strippers?
Sure, Artie Moore. Artie Moore will have them. This girl's got McGillicuddy's jugs over McGillicuddy. You have no idea. Those are bombs over Baghdad.
Is she fully shaven? Or?
Oh, yeah. This girl's fully shaven and bombs over Baghdad.
Yeah.
I love black women. I really do.
I've never been with a black girl.
I lost my virginity to a black girl.
It was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And your wallet.
Now, Richard, you're not married, are you?
No.
You're not married.
He didn't get laid from when he was 19 to 29. He admitted it on the news.
How old are you now, Richard?
31.
So you just got laid, honest to God, swear to God, you just got laid 2 years ago for the first time.
No, when I was 19, I got laid for the first time.
But then you had a 10-year spout?
Yeah. So it was like
you must have zero
it was like
game.
re-losing my virginity.
Wait a minute, but now, is that the truth? Because you claimed the last couple of years you weren't getting laid, and now we're slowly finding out you've been like fucking Sean Kemp.
and he's got abortions on deck. You know what I'm
exactly. You really had a 10-year drought.
I swear to God.
So you're going to get laid in your 20s, basically.
I didn't. I swear.
Richard, how can you...
in a band. You're a drummer in a fucking band.
I know, a rock band.
Yeah, it's almost impossible not to get laid. You trip into pussy.
Richard, how can that be, Richard? I mean, you're not that bad looking.
Well,
I mean,
my problem is I'm real picky. That's my problem.
How about that scores girl? What did you ever get anything like that?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, she looks good.
Well,
I wouldn't turn her down.
I would. The question is, would she?
Yeah.
No, I don't think she would.
I don't think so.
I don't think she would do you ever.
She stayed far away from my sack.
Show business is great because I mean, I've definitely had my share of women who were way out of my league just from being
way above the rim. Huh?
I mean, L.A. is great. If you're on a TV show out there, man, you
get all kinds. See, we started to get in that a little bit.
I lived in Orange County for 4 years.
You were actually not only in L.A. but also part of the scene and on TV. I mean, that had to be all kinds of pussy. Seriously, Artie.
I mean, I've never been a good ladies' man, but
you're a little rough around the edges.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Hey, you fucking whore! You want to suck a cock?
Women love that, though. Women love a rough guy sometimes.
It's not even that. I'm just not like a smooth guy with women. But if you live in L.A. and you're
on TV,
you go to a studio to shoot a TV show. There's broads all over the place, and it's easier to get laid. Definitely.
I mean, like what would be your girls like? Oh my God, you're Artie from Mad TV, or
no, like I was never like Mad TV was never a huge hit, so you'd have to sort of
kind of get it in part of the rhetoric.
Well, you talk with a chick at a bar, and you maybe get into what you do for a living, and you say, hey, you should come down and see a taping on Friday night. Did I mention my TV show?
Right? Did I mention I'm a TV? And then you'd be all when
they see the studio.
Yeah, they come down and there's people kissing your ass.
Right.
You look important, and all of a sudden they ignore the fact that you're fat and ugly.
Right. But, do guys, let me ask you a question, Artie, because there's a lot of questions that people probably have always wanted to know, but like when you're on a TV show like that, are you making a lot of money? I mean, is there a lot of millions?
I made $8,000 a week on Mad TV.
That's not bad.
That was my first break, and I was making $10,000 a year. So I went from $10,000 a year to $8,000 a week. $8,000 an episode, and we did 20 episodes.
Hence, the cocaine came.
Well,
you started making $8,000 a week, and you got all kinds of A-balls.
I used to get my check on a Friday. I didn't even send it to my agent. I would send my mother half of it and cash the rest, and literally put like $3,500 in cash in my pocket and go out in L.A. and I was just living
one night.
Yeah, living like a moron, not saving any money. And then being on a show, you get more money on the road. So then
like a per diem kind of deal.
Well, you could double your stand up money on the road because you're on a TV show.
Right. If you're getting $2,000 a gig, now you can get $5,000.
Right. So then when I was 27 and got the show, I went from making no money to making about $300,000-400,000 a year.
Oh, and that's when all the shadiness started.
I had a coke problem, and that forget. I mean, it was just a matter of time before I ended up in L.A. County getting my ass checked for contraband.
I've been to Orange County. I lived in Orange County. I went for DUI when I was 19.
How about you, Christy? Have you ever done have you had a drug problem besides fucking goats, or what's your big vice?
Well, my big vice is beer. I love beer.
Right.
And
porn. Porn.
Yeah, you got some?
Yeah, we got beer. How about porn?
Awesome. Porn, I spend a lot of money on porn. Yeah. Well, I used to. We get a lot of it for free at the show now.
That's the best thing about the Stern Show.
Yeah, I save a lot of money now on DVDs and stuff.
Right.
So,
do you don't have a full-time girlfriend?
No.
And you're part of the Howard Stern Show, and you are a popular. And you get to go do some stand up every once in a while.
The crowds love him. And
you got some of that real dry hayseed kind of humor, and that goes far with girls.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Richard Christie.
Hey,
I didn't get laid for 10 whole years, so I was thinking after my act here, you maybe give me a BJ or something, or if you got a goat or dog or something like that.
Anything will do.
I haven't been laid for 10 years. I'm trying to make up. Oh, I got some girl knocked up last year, but other than that,
where did that happen? By the way,
yeah, what city?
It was in the area.
In
this area?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you should have a kid right now, Dad. You should be having a kid right now.
I'm not ready to be a dad. That's the only thing.
I told Richard already that I've had 3 of those situations in my lifetime.
Brent's trying to
yeah.
I've had more than that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not even want to get into all that right now. That's a bad deal. Have you ever gone through anything like that before, Artie?
No, I never had to get an abortion for anybody.
You're lying, but anyway.
You know what
you know what? You're lying out your big Sasquatch looking ass now. You're not as irresponsible and as much of a party as you are, and didn't leave it in too long once.
Again, not that I know of, the old cliche. I don't think I think I'm all right.
You know what though? When your girl gets an abortion, you put it on her. You say, hey, it's a woman's right to choose. It's not on me. I mean, hey,
right? Choose up there. you can choose whether you want to, not have the kid or live a life, with a fatherless child and no money.
So, Richard, tell us about your
choice.
How much ass do you get? Artie's got a girl now. So Dana. Who he shaved her back before Howard's birthday.
No, my imaginary girlfriend.
I'm just kidding you. I didn't want to get any heat with Dana. She's cool. I heard she's cool as hell.
Very cool. And she doesn't have that much hair on her
And
back.
she puts up with your stupid ass.
Absolutely.
So, Richard, tell us about the groupies that you've gotten. Because I know that,
I'll tell you, in my whole life,
the hottest bitch you've ever had.
I've had 6 women in my whole life.
You're kidding?
Yeah.
That's it?
And
why do you lie?
No, I'm dead serious. I had 3 when I was 19 and 3 last year.
You know what? You're like the Rain Man of pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like a cicada. Going every 17 years I get laid.
So you've only been laid by 6 women.
Yeah.
3 when you. Now, what kind of game did you have when you were 19? That was a good year for you. What was so good about 19?
Your rookie year, you were batting 350.
Yeah. Well, my
then you went back down.
low,
then you went back down to the Triple A's, and you got no pussy. What happened?
Well,
when you were 19 and you had nothing going for you.
I walked around with a constant hard on when I was 19, and I just wanted to stick it in anything.
Okay, so were they fat girls? Be honest.
No, one of them was a heavy girl. Yes.
Really? Do you like it? Do you like big girls?
No, I'm not a fan of that. But the thing was, she was wearing like big clothes, and she hit it pretty well. And by the time we were in bed, by the time we were in bed, I was
like Artie and I can hide being fat. You know what I'm saying? So you got her in bed. Did she have a smelly sniz?
No, she was great. She gave me one of the best hand jobs ever. She was like,
see, I like hand jobs too. I'm all about hand jobs.
It's frustrating for me.
No, I like to get it all worked up with the hand, and then I like to finish right between the boobs.
I'm a fan of facials.
I'll finish anywhere I can.
What do you like, Artie? Where do you like to finish?
Actually, what you just said, I'm a big fan of. A chick has big tits. I love it.
Right between the mountains. Oh yeah.
Facials.
I'd rather finish between the boobs. I can finish better between the boobs than I can in the mouth.
What about the on the face?
Well, I mean, between the boobs sometimes goes to the face. No matter how much pressure I got built up. Or what position I'm on the bed. If I can grab the headboard and get a little gription, then I can get up a little bit more in the mouth. But if not, if I'm kind of like towards the back of the bed, I can't get a lot of gription. I don't even know if gription's a word, but you know what I'm talking about.
It should be.
Right, gription. How about you? Where do you like to finish?
I like when you're behind a chick and you aim for one of those tattoos. Like a lot of chicks now have tattoos on the bottom of their back.
That's so cliche-ish. Stripper tattoo deal. You know what I'm saying?
I treat it like a target kind of though. I'll aim for that.
My girl's got a tattoo and she wants more, and I was like, "Come on, stop."
I love it.
So sometimes they have a tattoo of like their ex-boyfriend's name on their back. Right. You fucking a chick from behind, and you see Jamal written on her. It's a little intimidating. Like I'd much rather see like Saul or.
I want to see a name like Tim. I want to see a name like Tim or Fred or I don't want to see Tyrone or LeBron or anything like that because I don't know if I'm hitting the sides correctly anymore. After
there was some chick down at the Max channel today that she was all covered in tattoos, hot as
that does nothing for me. And my girl's thinking about getting more tattoos, and I can't take it.
Too many tattoos, and sometimes like Howard show, we get some chicks who come in there, they're like smoking hot, and they just ruin it with tattoos all over their back. And,
right. That standard stripper tribal deal, and the small, the back.
As in the Robin.
From back in the day, way back, like the Power Pig days.
Yeah, that far back, but a little bit more recent.
What's going on?
Not much.
Did you get a Sirius satellite radio?
I got that way before Christmas.
Wow.
I was way ahead of the game.
Now, have I seen this chick before?
I don't know if you've ever seen this chick or not. Have you ever been to the studios before?
No, I saw you guys
at a CD signing.
Yes.
Yes.
Was she hot?
Yeah, if I can remember right, she's real hot.
Where's she calling from?
Bradenton, Florida.
Oh. Is that south or north?
That's
south of Tampa.
That's south. That's south of Tampa. She's like a workout kind of girl. She's like a bodybuilder kind of fitness chick, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm surprised I don't remember her.
Yeah, well, I vaguely remember her. She's got like when I remember you were driving like a Mercedes soccer car. We were doing a CD signing at a bar in Bradenton. What bar were we at when we were CD? Was it Sonic?
Yeah.
Oh,
but I don't have a soccer car. I have the E320. It's the sedan.
Are you still married to your husband?
Are you a blonde?
Yes.
She's blonde.
I remember her. She's pretty hot.
She was trying to screw us. Remember, Brent? She was trying to hook up with us. I think she wanted to tag team us, Brent. You and I. She wanted to do some. I think her and her husband swing, Brent. Maybe you and her husband can hook up.
Oh, I'd be in with this chick. She's smoking.
Or do you and your husband swing?
I don't know about that, but that's a whole other story.
What about amateur porn?
Brent, she said she didn't even swung, and now you're going to amateur porn.
You ever run guns to Cuba? Brett's looking for anything fucked up.
Run guns to Cuba. All right.
They never suspect me.
Do you have to email us?
You know what, too?
Your deal.
You want to hear this?
You want to
hear this? She's got double dandiacos, too.
Oh,
yes,
how about some pictures?
Yes, I do.
How about some boob pictures you can email to us?
And actually, Bubba, I'm going back in March to get them a little bit
bigger,
tweaked.
Getting tweaked down, huh?
Bigger?
Tweak them up.
Oh yeah. Well, let me put you on hold. Maybe Brent can get you information. You guys can start swinging the afternoon away or something like that.
Have you guys ever swung together? You and Brent? Yeah.
No,
but not that. I mean,
Well, I got buddies.
Not that you want to swing with me now? I'm your boss. Now you want to screw my old lady?
I'm just saying, not that I wouldn't. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know if anybody would ever tell Howard that. Would you ever tell Howard that, Artie? Hey, Howard, thinking about.
No, that would be a hard thing to bring up.
Maybe you guys as old ladies could get it on, and you guys pleasure yourselves while you watch.
I'm not into that. I got to be a participant.
You want me to screw Amanda? Just be honest. If you saw your boss just hitting the hell out of Amanda,
but I got to be screwing your girl.
See, that's where I got to. That's where I got a problem.
That's the glitch.
I don't necessarily know if I have a problem with somebody screwing my girl, but not you.
Why not me? I mean,
well, because look at you. Right. I mean, I want a real hot dude screwing my girl.
And what's better if a good-looking guy's fucking her? I want my chick to get fucked by Brad Pitt.
I want a guy. Yeah, I want my chick to fuck Brad Pitt. Or maybe a good-looking black dude, maybe
Denzel Washington,
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant would be LeBron James or.
God, this is getting crazy.
Kobe Bryant or
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson, you got the HIV.
Not anymore.
Oh. Well, you do not get the HIV anymore. They microwaved it out of him.
No, he's got the HIV.
We met him at a Super Bowl party in 2001, and how good a shape is he in?
And guess what, lover? He's not fucking my old lady.
I just love when he made that announcement in '91. He says that on national television, and 5,000 women around the country run out of a bar.
Oh, yeah, I know. And kill himself.
Go right to the doctor. Guy's having dinner with his wife, and she sees Magic Johnson.
She pukes. And across the scroll it says Magic Johnson, HIV positive.
Holy shit, honey, I gotta go.
She throws up her fucking hors d'oeuvres. What's wrong, honey?
Your wife tells you, guess what, honey? I think you have AIDS.
What do you mean, honey? Well, I fucked Magic on the road back when I lived in Utah.
Do the math.
And these scabs aren't healing with the shit.
Oh, my God.
It's a Bubba the Love Sponge show. I got Artie and I got Richard, jack off my pleasure, myself, Christy.
No, you guys, I wouldn't want to, I couldn't deal with anybody fucking my girlfriend. Any chick that any chick that I was in love with or care about.
Maybe does that mean we don't love our girls, Brent?
No, swinging's cool, man.
Really?
Richard, what do you think? I mean, if you had a girl that you really
Artie. I'm with Artie. I just would not
you're the
be able to
sickest guy in the entire room. Now me and Brent get hung out to dry because we might want people to screw our old ladies.
No, I mean, it's especially with me, if you're a good-looking guy, you might get insecure if your girlfriend's going somewhere where good-looking guys might be,
Right.
But with me, if my girlfriend's willing to fuck me, I got to worry about her wherever she goes. Who wouldn't she fuck if she's fucking me?
If she's fucking me, then she might be fucking the garbage man.
Right. If she's going to the diner, I got to be well, look, if there's a chubby guy there who's a chef with a drinking problem, I'm in trouble. You better not fuck him.
I better be able to get a hold of you on the cell phone at all fucking times.
I know he's your type. Show some willpower.
So you're saying, you're not secure enough necessarily with your relationship and the fact and then knowing that you can bring it home as well.
Look at you turning it around.
No, Artie, I'm only asking, man. So,
No, I just don't have a problem with seeing somebody fucking my girlfriend.
By the same token, you're getting crazy with his girl too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a switcheroony.
Well, see, now hold on, Brent. What's sad, Brent, is now you got me kind of wrapped up into your sick world, and I wasn't even thinking about it a day ago. Now I got my old lady fucking Magic Johnson. I went from not wanting to do this to having my old lady screw Kobe.
Kobe. God, how many... he's gonna that broad, every time you see his wife in public, man, she's got a look on her face like he's going to pay through the nose.
She's pissed. He went and bought her a brand new, $1 million...
$4 million ring.
Yeah. $1 million Ferrari with an automatic transmission they had to build specifically because she can't shift gears.
Right. And meanwhile, the girl that accused him goes into rehab and gets pregnant by some dude in rehab.
Yeah, she seemed nutty. Rehab romance. I've been involved with that a little bit.
Before we go to commercials, can you give us a little overview of rehab romance?
Well, I never got... They really forbid that in rehab. You can't... that's one of the things. You shouldn't get involved in a relationship.
So when they're saying, listen, we're here going to clean you up and there's no screwing, is that what they say?
Yeah, I mean, well, not just within the people that are there, but anywhere. They said, look, don't cloud your mind with anything else but getting better. And I never had sex with a chick, but we were both late for a group therapy session, and we were sitting outside smoking a cigarette, and we just started making out. It was weird, because when you go to AA, you go around the room and you hear all those crazy stories, and you look around and you go, my God, a year ago this would have been an amazing party. But now,
and now it's rehab.
Right now, it's just a bunch of self-righteous assholes telling me not to drink. But
So you made out with a chick from rehab?
I made out with a chick outside a group therapy session.
Did she blow you?
No. We never did anything but make out. We never talked about it afterwards. Really, it was just weird. Like,
was it a guy or a girl?
It was definitely a chick.
It kept your mind off drinking while you were making out with her.
It was almost like we needed to comfort each other or something. Those group therapy sessions are brutal.
You didn't get to finger her or anything?
No fingering?
I didn't finger.
I love to finger. Oh.
Sorry to disappoint you guys, but no black guy fucked her.
In front of him.
I'm the bus lady. Hey, lady! I was so constipated I could hardly drive.
Now back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show on Howard 101.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, and Artie, Lange, Richard, Perverted Christie, and Brent in the studio this morning. I should say this afternoon, or tonight, or whatever.
It feels weird being on the radio when it's not morning.
It is. I'm so used to doing mornings.
Oh, yeah, you're a morning guy, right?
Yeah, God, for how many years? 12 years, Brent? Something
Yeah.
like that?
Now, you think you'll like this better?
Oh, I do like it so much better.
Yeah, you can party
God.
and...
Oh, you can. I mean, just think, I'm done usually in the perfect world by 8.
Right.
And I mean, that's just usually for you sick bastards, just getting your night started. And I can sleep. I don't have to be at work till, 3.
It's amazing.
So, I think Howard wants to switch shifts occasionally, give you guys a break. Where are you going, buddy?
The hotline's ringing.
The hotline's ringing. That could be Ned. You want me to just answer it live? Because it's got to be somebody important. Hello, you're live.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Yeah.
Is this Bubba?
Yes, it is.
This is Eddie Bird.
Eddie Bird. You know Larry Bird?
Yeah.
This is brother Ed.
No kidding.
Well, I got to explain who you are, Eddie. You're live.
Oh, I'm not hearing you.
Well, because you're 18. It's an 18-second delay.
Why's that?
Because
another hick from French Lick.
I thought this was. You can say anything on this radio.
Watch, I'll prove it to you. Ready? Eddie Bird's a fucking asshole. See? Now watch. Turn your radio down turn your radio up real fast. Turn your radio up real fast.
Hello, you're live. Bubba the Love Sponge. Is this Bubba? I hear you thick ass.
They call me thick. That's what the birds call me, thick, because I got a big, thick, fat neck.
This is Larry Bird's brother.
This is Larry Bird's brother, Eddie, who came out of high school and had more talent than Larry, but screwed around and screwed too many hot chicks in Indiana State and didn't live up to his potential.
Younger or older?
Hey, now, wait a minute. My wife's listening. You can't be saying that.
Younger or older than Larry?
Younger.
And you went to Indiana State, too?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And broke all of Larry's scoring records in high school.
Did you get far in the tournament one year?
No tournament.
No.
What? Oh, was he making fun of me?
Yeah, he was making fun of your accent.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Eddie, you're screwing with a comedian from the Howard Stern show, so I don't know if you would necessarily want to go there.
Is my radio get cut off now?
Because it's free promotion. Because you'll make one phone call to Richie.
I know we have that power to cut your radio off.
Eddie, that's what Eddie understands. What can be turned off and what can't be. What can I not get for free no more?
Hey, Bubba.
What's up with the Pacers, man? Is our test ever...
I can't talk about that.
No.
What, are you legally bound? You can't talk about Ron Artest?
He works for the Pacers.
No.
You know Rick. So
Yeah. For you, so Rick, okay.
He already told me I can't talk about that.
Okay, no Pacers talk.
Okay.
Well, then shit, there ain't nothing to really talk about.
Yeah, well,
how's the moose hunting?
Well, Eddie, thanks for calling.
What'd you think of the Golden Globes?
What do you think about Indiana State? They got a good program this year.
Well, they're 8-8 now.
Oh, they weren't. They started out like 8-0, didn't they?
Yeah, they lost their best player.
Who'd they lose?
I don't know what his name was, but they lost their best player.
Hey, Eddie, we got to go. We got Isaiah Thomas's cousin on the other line.
Yeah. Hey, thanks a lot.
Hey, that's not me. That's asshole Artie. Bubba would never say that to you. I'm your man.
Bubba loves you.
Hey, I just want to say congratulations to Little Hawk Jr. and Ned for getting this deal done.
Oh, you mean Lasker and Ned?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the deal done. And now, did Ruthie get his radio too?
Yeah, but he hasn't done anything with it. I think he's going to give it to his son.
Oh, that's nice. This isn't made for kids. It's too dirty. It's too dirty for kids.
Well, hey.
Hey, I need to play I Like White Guys in the NBA. Do we got I like White Guys in the NBA, Brett? The I Like White Guys in the NBA?
I don't think we have it here.
Right, which is how about there's hardly any good white guys left in the NBA. Now, Eddie, let me ask you a question. Can you answer questions about other NBA teams or nothing?
I guess. Other NBA teams are okay.
You
But
can?
I got to ask you one question. I was listening yesterday. I want to know if that guy got any anus.
It's called anal, Eddie.
Anal. Well,
I'm sure
whatever.
he's got anus, but I don't know if he got. Yeah, he did. He screwed his old lady. Yeah.
She wasn't happy about it.
What do you think about the show? We just go crazy, don't we?
It's unbelievable.
How's Wabbit doing? I heard he listens all the time as well.
He's probably listening right now.
Hey, Ned.
Hippie Hoppy is on it.
Ned, and I never, ever, ever ask for nothing from you.
Oh, here we go.
Screw you, Eddie, you asshole.
Wow.
All I'm asking for is Ned is the biggest Larry Bird fan in the world. Is he not, Brent?
He is a huge Larry Bird fan.
Larry's a big Ned fan.
Well,
I think he likes Ned better than he does you, Bubba.
Well, I'm sure he does. In fact, remember that one time when we were down at Larry's, whatever, where he watches the game, and he was reciting Ned bits, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He was like, one time Ned said this, it was when Ned stole the motorhome. And was doing a Lazy Days commercial.
From Lazy Days RV. He goes there and
he stole a motorhome.
Yeah, he goes there and says, it's just Ned. I'm from the Bubba Show. We'll give you like $1 million for free ads, but I need this camper for the weekend. So they're like, okay, cool.
We'll give you a motorhome for the weekend. And he's like, takes it.
He's gone. And then doesn't show up for 14 days and trashes the motorhome.
That's great.
And then he's calling me from the road saying, this fucking motorhome kicks ass, brother. Shit.
Hey, Larry was talking about that this week.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Well,
and I give him updates on everything. Every time Ned comes on, I go in there and tell him.
Hey, Ned is going to, Ned used to call the Pacers and get Larry's voicemail and leave messages. Yeah, Larry, let me tell you something. Pacers looking like shit, man. You might want to try to pull a couple.
What does Larry Bird do for the Pacers now? He's in the front office?
Yeah, he's the president.
He is, yeah.
What's Larry's official title, Ed? He's general manager, isn't
he? He's president of basketball operations.
Right.
Do the Pacers have their hands in any other sort of operations besides basketball?
Hey, Larry needs to put
Pacers deli business.
Eddie does all luxury suites. That's what Eddie does.
Oh.
Now, Larry needs to put a uniform on with the Pacers lately. It seems as though. Anyway, I'm not going to get
hit
into
a couple of threes.
Eddie's
dummying up about the Pacers.
Hey, Eddie, do you and Larry go out there and ever shoot around anymore?
No.
Why not?
Because I have kids at home, man. I got to get home.
Well, I'm just saying, you guys don't even play one-on-one. You guys don't even shoot hoops no more, ever?
I shoot with his boy when I go up to his house, but Larry don't come up there. He's too busy drinking soda pops.
Yeah, right. Drinking Miller Lights.
Soda pops.
All right, Eddie, man. Hey, I'm trying to get Ned on the phone, but the only thing can we, when Ned comes back, can we prank call Larry he never answers his own phone. So can we leave screwed up messages on Larry's answering machine?
No comment on that.
Okay. Hey, I got a unit coming for Fuson too. Will he send it to his kid or will he use it?
Well, you need to send Paul one since you spun out in his yard.
No, I'm not. I already took care of Paul on the box set, the toys for tits. I don't got to keep paying restitution for fucking his lawn up.
He's still trying to get his grass to grow.
Well, tell him if he wants a man up, and you see how thick and how hot I'm looking nowadays. I'll kick his ass.
Look who just walked in.
Eddie, we got hot chicks in here.
Let's go to Scores.
Yeah. Put her on the head. Hey, have her have phone sex with Eddie. Come here. Eddie, we got some hot Scores chicks in here. Wow, look at her.
Right here.
I'll be your bitch for this. Look at her. Wow. What's your name?
Hello.
Nick, I got to get out of here.
Hey, say hi to Eddie. Say hi to my boy Eddie.
Who's Eddie?
He's on the phone.
Oh, hi, Eddie.
Hello there.
Ooh, how are you?
All right.
Ooh, what's your name, sweetheart?
Irene.
Irene.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you say dirty words, Daddy? Can you have phone sex with him or something?
Oh, I wish I can see him closer.
You wish you could send him. What nationality are you? His nickname's Mooner. Call him Mooner.
Oh, Mooner.
Can you say "fuck me, Mooner"? Can you just?
Yeah. Oh, fuck me, Mooner.
Don't do anything for him unless I tell you to.
Eddie, you gone? You leave?
Say "fuck me, Mooner."
Say, put your penis in between my basketballs.
I got it right here. I've got Jack and water.
Let me ask you a question now.
You want a shot?
Hey, Ronnie, limo driver, what brings you to this hostile territory?
I came to bust SpongeBob's ass here.
You look better not wearing a jacket. You look better casual. Howard's got you in that monkey suit.
You, that's for sure.
I don't know about that. Why don't you ask her?
Look at those arms, how fat they are.
No.
Ronnie coming out shooting.
Let me see your twigs. Let me see your arms.
Why don't you guys arm wrestle?
Hold on. Artie will not lie.
Right.
No. Don't move the material back. Move the material back. Okay. Okay. Now, Artie, you're a man's man, right?
Right.
And you're not going to lie because you don't have any alliance to. Well, you do have a little alliance to Ronnie.
I love Ronnie. Me and Ronnie are good friends.
But you'll say it like it is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Now, go. Give us a shot. Give me an arm shot without the material.
Dude, I'm not
Without the fucking.
I'm not trying to be a fucking weightlifter.
You just said my arms look like they're fat. Now you want
to see real arms, bitch? They look fat.
That's looking all right.
Okay, so look. You want to have an arm wrestling competition right now for a couple hundred?
I didn't come here to fight with you.
Well,
man.
you just automatically. He started. Artie, did he not start it? He said my arms look fat.
This sounds like the Jay Moore tape.
So you call me
You're always ready to fight.
That's what true men do. Is they get ready to fucking fight.
This show is good because it's confrontational.
Yeah,
I like
it's
it.
like, hey, he's had 3 Jack and Cokes. What's he know?
Nice guy.
Jack and water. Coke is bad for your liver.
Bring in a nice girl.
Yeah, I'm saying you're bringing an offer. Now you're being mean to me.
Fun of you tonight.
So how about this? How about we start over? You and I start over, and I say this: whatever I did wrong to piss you off, whatever I did, I'm sorry for, because I don't like having heat with you.
That's
and
nice.
at the end of the day,
Sounds like a crying
you know what?
bitch,
I'll be a little bitch. I'll be a little bitch. Whatever I did.
You've been crying for
Now
2
listen,
weeks.
Artie, here I am trying to say I'm sorry. He's being a fucking cocksucker about it. Richard, help me out here. Help me out, Rich.
For 2 weeks you've been crying here.
I still don't know exactly what happened.
What did I do? What did I do to make you mad? What did I do to make you mad? What did I do to make you mad so I can say that I'm sorry for it? What did I do?
I heard you invite everybody over to Scores tonight, man. See, I told you.
I'm trying to do self-promotion. I'm trying to get you a little bone. I'm trying to give Scores some good business. Trying to help the girls out. Get that place packed up.
We want people in there so you have a club still.
He comes in for 2 weeks and he thinks he's taking over New York.
Jeez,
man.
why gotta be this way? Artie, look, are you intimidated by me?
No, not at all.
I mean,
Ronnie likes to ruffle feathers.
People in their place, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I know that I'm.
This is our town, man.
I know that I'm in and out.
This is
I'm
our
your
fucking town.
Ronnie's got something up his ass about
Ronnie,
it.
I mean, okay, this is your town.
Okay.
You're the man. I'm sorry for whatever I did.
All right.
Can I go to Scores tonight and break some bread with you? And
what do you think?
I mean, what the fuck? I mean, what else? How much more I got to bitch myself out, Artie?
I want to get some velvet shrimp over at Scores.
What does he got to do? What does he got to do?
They got Kobe steak over at Scores.
I want to give me a Kobe steak.
The food is great there.
Can I go out and have a little dinner tonight? I mean, I got a little
dinner.
bit.
It's awesome.
Oh. Well, I don't know if Ronnie's gonna let me in the joint. I'm a fucking asshole. I'm a short timer. I'm a 2-week ass kisser. I'm from Florida. Get the fuck out of your town. Okay, Mary Julie. I'm Ronnie Giuliani. I didn't know I had to ask permission to come to fucking town.
I've noticed the mayor around here.
So, am I allowed to go to Scores tonight or not?
Yes, I invite you to Scores.
Oh, I need to talk to her.
She's got some big jugs too. Look at that.
Artie, what did you know the inner scuttlebutt amongst the Stern Show? What did I do wrong?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I wasn't there on the.
I heard you badmouth me to Taz yesterday. What's up
Taz?
with that, man?
Well, I didn't say anything bad about you to Taz.
I heard it, man. I actually listen to your crap show. I really do.
Well, if
that means you love
on my
it.
treadmill, man. I'm listening to you. Just remember that.
Well, I'll tell you.
Sweating my balls off.
I bet your balls are old and wrinkly, too, to be honest with you. They probably really hang on down,
I
don't
was
they?
listening to your shit, man. I heard you got the biggest balls around.
I don't. I have really little peanut balls. I don't know who said that. What started that rumor?
I don't know, man, but that's what I'm listening to.
Well, okay. I'm just saying. Let's just, this isn't compelling. You and I being a couple dicks is not compelling radio. You and I just need to either bury the hatchet and get to the good stuff, or you need to leave with your girl, and I can't come to Scores ever again.
No. You can talk.
Okay, so you and I can be buddies now.
I didn't say
Why
that.
don't you guys have a drink together?
Yeah, well,
that sounds good.
Well, of course.
What do we got there? What is that? That's champagne.
I got Jack for you here, Ronnie. If you want some Jack Daniels,
Ronnie
I got
may
some
be the
Jack
maddest
Daniels.
motherfucker in the world. I can't even be nice to him and say I'm sorry without him being champagne.
Ronnie, what do you drink? Gin, Ron?
Yeah, you got any gin?
He likes gin.
No, I'm sorry, Ronnie. I didn't know you were coming.
Fancy bar in there. What kind of shit is this?
Oh, you know what? No, I heard.
What is this? What that little
Well, I'll tell you what. How about we take a commercial break and we do our last?
Wait, did you steal that from our green room?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, we did.
I did. I really did. I stole it.
Nice.
You need that. What is that? I got a little Red Bull going on.
I got to keep. Hey, the only thing I get a little.
That.
You want a shot of Jack?
Yeah.
Hey, you're already mean. You're going to get meaner on that shit. Maybe it'll mail you out.
That's what I came here for.
Maybe it'll mail you out.
I came here to be mean.
Do we got a camera for the website so we can take pictures of this level?
DJ Dave is snapping off pictures right now. He's snapping his meat and snapping some pictures.
So, Ronnie, here's the deal.
All right.
I got some friends in town, and I'd like to go to Scores tonight.
I heard you didn't have any friends. Go ahead.
Got some friends in town. I want to go to Scores tonight.
Right.
Ronnie, smile now. Don't look like. Get those dentures. Fix those dentures.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on now.
Now, who's your friends?
Now, just I just got some friends in town.
What friends?
Just me and Brent and a couple girls.
Well,
and
Brent's okay. Brent's my buddy, man. We've been planning this shit on you all week.
You know about him coming in?
He said he's bringing Scores girls in, so I said, you know what? Scores girls?
Well, Ronnie, without further ado, I apologize for pissing you off. I hope I can go to Scores. Can I interview this girl now?
Sure you can.
Okay, cool.
Be my guest.
Step on over now. Let a radio. I mean, you drive, I talk.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. You tried it.
Hey, can I make a suggestion, Bubba?
Yeah, you can.
Can you interview her topless? Would you mind being
it's
topless?
my first. You want to do this interview, Richard? I mean, Richard,
You want Bubba's shirt off?
No.
Yeah, I met Bubba.
Topless, you're going to have to come down tonight.
I will.
I'll wait for you right in front of
You've
me.
been on the Howard Stern show before, right, Irene? I remember you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Irene, you are beautiful. What's your nationality, sweetheart?
Hot Russian.
I'm telling you.
Oh, you
I will
are a
break
hot
you.
Ronnie Salud, brother.
Not just Russian, but hot Russian. And I do not use that term loosely. That is unbelievable. Those are beautiful jugs. How many cc's are those?
Oh.
Ooh, I will break you.
I
I'll
think
break you.
600.
600s. Sling those things right around town. How's your nips?
Whatever
I mean,
the fuck
do you
that
have nice nipples? I mean, how's the nipples? I mean, do you have nice nipples? Big nipples? Small nipples? Big
You know what?
nipples?
I'll wait for tonight. I'll show you.
I can't even get a nipple shot. I mean, just a quick
Where'd
one.
you come?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, Ronnie, can I get a? May I? Would I please? Could I?
Bengali, brother.
Okay, all right, Ronnie. I mean, it's all. Ronnie's just got us.
Hey, let's see your ass. That's my line. That's my
Show
line.
us your ass, Ronnie.
That's my line on the show. I try to throw that in.
Aren't you supposed to be eating Rolling Stones, Con?
We're going, actually.
They're running late. They're running late. Yeah, they gotta leave. Hey, Ronnie. I mean, Artie. Time just flies when you're drinking Jack and having strippers. And got Eddie Bird on the phone. Larry Bird's brother. How about Larry Bird?
He was exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, how about Mr. Fuchs on the end all be putting a moratorium on no art test, no pacer talk? Because I know where we're going with it.
I couldn't believe he was making fun of Artie too.
As
That was
a
ballsy.
Pacer fan, as a Pacer fan, the first question on your mouth is, of course, anybody. What the fuck's up with our test?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you getting for him?
You
Was he
can't
leaving?
talk about our test.
No, I don't think anybody can.
Wow. Well, he was pretty honest. What did he do? He did that Brian Gumble show.
Did he?
Real Sports. It was an amazing interview. He's funny. He's entertaining.
He is funny, but too bad no NBA teams want him now.
Artie,
I mean,
Artie, what can we see? I mean, I want to be respectful. My little crush in Russian. I want to be very respectful. I don't want to go too far. So what's my parameters with you? Like as far as can we see your boobs? Can we see your butt? You gonna make out with Artie? What? I'm just seeing where we stand. I'd rather just. Oh no, she's
Ronnie,
mad.
you have to tell him the place.
Scores.
No, I'm not talking about what happens at Scores and what happens at the Bubba the Love Sponge show. I know. I mean, I've been to Scores. Oh God, I love the way you feel them. I love the way you feel
That
them.
wire just disappears there, doesn't it?
That's how I like to finish with my girl. I like to put them right in there. Oh yeah,
Just give him
climb the mountains.
She's top heavy.
Oh, hold on, Dave. Don't miss this. Hold on.
A little peek for the moment.
I got to see a little bit more. I couldn't even see him,
No,
sweetheart.
that's all you got.
I could not see that.
No.
I could not see him.
Gotta be really nice.
Just being adamant. Bubba, we got to roll.
Okay, Artie.
I gotta go. Make
Artie.
sure I catch Satisfaction for the 8,000th time.
You want to take that bottle of Jack? It's a parting gift if you like it.
No, it's
What do you
I
mean,
gotta
nah?
walk down the
What do
street
you
with a
mean,
bottle.
nah?
I'll get an $11 Jack Daniels at the Garden. That's fine.
You sure? Can you at least fill up your cup before you
No,
leave?
I got a huge drink. I'll
Okay,
take
you
the
sure?
cup. Yeah.
I mean, it might. Okay, I'm just.
Thanks for having me in. This was great,
thank
guys.
you.
thanks for coming by. Thanks for taking the time. I know it sucks doing mornings and having to come by in the afternoons.
No, it's Friday night. We're going to the concert. Figure we stop by. I got a quick plug. My movie.
Yes, please do.
My movie Beer League is open August 11th. It's going to open up in a bunch of cities, so look for it. Beer League August 11th, and it's the Whiskey Talk on my DVD, so it's out there.
Artie, hold on. Two things. It's artie-lang.com, but coming soon it's going to be courtesy of the Bubba the Love Sponge legal team, artie-lang.com.
Thanks. Let me know.
It's going to be my present to you.
I'll get it to Gary.
Yeah, thanks.
That's going to be my gift to you. I'm going to take care of that for you. And then you're going to even think I'm a cooler fat fucker than I already am. Is that cool?
Yeah.
No comments, Ronnie. Oh, you were getting ready to chime in, you little asshole.
Well, I may see you later. I may head over to...
Oh, yeah, Scores.
Are you going to be hanging all night, Ron?
Richard, will you come to Scores later?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're actually
yeah.
going to be scouting for girls. A new radio show we're going to be putting on.
Wait a second. Am I losing my job?
Maybe.
I mean, I know I pissed you off, Ronnie, but I didn't know I'm losing my gig on the
We're
deal.
going to be scouting for girls tonight.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
So tonight, make sure you tell them what Scores we're going to be at, Ronnie. Ronnie,
What scores are going to be?
Tell them what.
I got to take this. You interview her.
Ronnie, what Scores we going tonight? Which one?
West Side.
The West Side?
West Side Scores on 60th.
The West Side's beautiful. No, the West Side Scores is on 28th.
West 28th.
I want to eat some dinner. I want some of that Kobe steak.
There's nothing better than dinner there, but me and Richard are going to go to the Stones concert and try to fuck some chicks who were hot in 1968. at Altamont. Guys, thanks a lot, man.
Thanks, Artie.
Welcome to the family.
Thanks, Artie. Thank you, Artie.
Thanks, Richard.
Bye, Artie. You take care. Richard,
Take care, man.
don't have any anal with Artie tonight, okay? No anals. Did that girl get any anus?
Did she get
Eddie
any
Bird?
anus?
That girl get anus?
Yeah, did she get any anus?
Where did Ronnie go? Did Ronnie leave?